From New York City, it's Wendy Williams. Today, just back from Sochi, Brian Boitano tells Wendy all about the Winter Olympics and his recent decision to come out. Plus, Wendy's magical Watch and Win sweepstakes continues. Don't miss your chance to win a Disney resort vacation courtesy of Wendy. And all the latest juicy hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
Yes, you showed up. Oh my God. I'm gonna do my duty to make this the best show ever. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much for watching. But more importantly, thank you, each and every one of you, for showing up. Better now, they showed up, they showed up. Okay, now look. Bruce Jenner is quitting the Kardashians. And Paula Deen is ready to return. And I've got a shocker about Lil Kim. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. I love doing this show every day, but it's days like this that I really feel it's my duty to lift everybody's spirits. Because the weather outside sucks. Already since earlier this morning, 7 inches of snow in Central Park. My co-host, my studio audience, I did not think that anybody would be here today because it's supposed to be snowing all day. Later on, it's gonna turn to rain, and then it's gonna be ice. So thank you so much for watching, but thank you so much for showing up. So, I want to shout out to fashion icon Betsy Johnson. I loved what you presented yesterday at your fashion show for Fashion Week. And then at the end, she did her legendary cartwheel and split. Paris Hilton was there. Hey, Paris. You know, she's one of my faves. And you know the girl Asa from Shaws of Sunset? Did you know that she's dating Jermaine Jackson Jr.? They were at the fashion show, holding hands and stuff, sitting in the front row, looking at the fashions. Wow. Anyway, thank you, Betsy Johnson, for an entertaining time. So now, this thing with Bruce Jenner saying goodbye to reality TV, I would applaud you, but I'm opening my lozenge to put in here. But applaud, applaud, applaud. Thank you, Bruce. Get off reality TV. Bruce, according to TMZ, once the filming is done in the current season of The Kardashians, he's calling the show quits. You know, he's been making headlines recently because of his dramatic change in his looks. I think Bruce is a really nice guy. He's one of those people, like, you hate to talk about him in such a picky way. I know. Don't you kind of feel embarrassed to laugh? Because through the TV, he's like such a nice man who's been whipped by that woman and that family for so long. He deserves to be free and happy, whatever he wants to do with his life. Alas, there is a new explanation for Bruce's dramatically changing looks. According to People magazine, a family source says that Bruce is not changing into a woman. What'd you say? Oh, you wanted to see that, didn't you? No. Allegedly, this source is saying that he's just obsessed with looking younger. Reportedly, Bruce has what they call the Michael Jackson syndrome, where he's obsessed with plastic surgery. Well, this does make sense. All of a sudden, I'm like 50-50. Is he transitioning and that this is a ruse, or does he just have an obsession with surgery? There is a lot of pressure. He's 64 years old. You know, if he was 64 and lived in Jersey, there's not as much pressure as being 64 and living in Hollywood. If he's 64 living in Hollywood, even being a school teacher, there's pressure out there for you all to be beautiful. It's all too much. I can't. So he's probably, like, you know, he's been trapped in that marriage with that woman for those years, and we only know how she's treated him during his time on reality TV, where we can observe it. But goodness only knows how she was treating him even before reality TV. So now they're gonna get their divorce. He's moved to Malibu. He drives a motorcycle. He shaved his Adam's apple. He's got ombre hair with some magic hair in there too, because that is not all his hair, you know. I applaud him for, being free from that woman and wanting to do exactly, and live life on his own terms. Be damned what anybody says. But men have to be careful when they get plastic surgery because, it works for women, but men seem to get more effeminate in the face when they get things done. Like when you all get your nose jobs, you can't get your nose pinched too small. And when you go for your fillers or whatever you do, don't fill up so that so that you get your Botox to lift your eyebrows like a woman. And, just be careful. And when you go for your manicures, get a nice buff and tell them to clip the ends. Don't let them be long and shiny like Bruce's nails. So Bruce, I don't know what the, listen. I have no idea who the family source was that talked to People magazine, because it could very well be that woman, who did the talking. A family source can be anybody. I don't know what to believe, but I do have a piece of tape for you to look at. It's titled, Bruce Over the Years, Changing Faces. Roll it. I mean, he's changed a lot, but I think the biggest reaction was 2013. And now the new weave and 2013, Bruce. Yeah, Bruce, be happy, good luck. Hey, listen, speaking of plastic surgery, Lil Kim has made a big announcement. During Fashion Week, I'm so happy for her. She's gonna be a mother. I know, look at her. Look at her. And that's a good be a mother dress, too. She can even have that taken in once she, has the baby and continue to wear it. That's a good dress. So here's the deal. Kim talked to Us Weekly, and she said that she's only a few months along. No word on who her baby's father is. I hope that whoever the baby's father is, it's somebody that can take care of her, because she likes the finer things in life. And she's 39 years old. And she hasn't made music in a while. So, and she's born in July like I am. You know how I say to you sometimes, like, you kind of think you know somebody because you know their star sign? So if we're anything alike, one thing that we have in common is, like, she's a fluffy bunny and she needs family and she needs something more than a Gucci bag and some Cristal to spoon when she gets home. She's soft and fuzzy and she needs the comfort of a family. So congratulations to you, Lil Kim. Very nice. By the way, Kim is taking full advantage of her pregnancy. She was at an event during Fashion Week and her bodyguard carried her over the ice. I know, you said the same thing as me. Some of my mean producers were like, really? Why couldn't she walk? And I said, excuse me, if I was small enough and trusting enough to be carried, because she's 4'11", I'm 5'11". So I'm not trusting anybody to carry me. But I just think that's adorable. I wonder if that's the baby's father in the spats. I don't know. I'll continue on this story, but yeah, to be carried. Let me tell you something what's going on outside. How did you all get in here? Did you get carried over the snowdrifts? No. Did you walk with flats? Yes. Hunch down like this, because at least if you fall, you don't have to fall too far? Let me tell you. As a I've told you this before, as a tall woman, my everyday walking, even when I walk out here, I'm very conscious of, oh my gosh, it's not about falling. At this particular point, it's about falling so far because I'm so tall. And then out there on the ice, Literally, I was walking into Fashion Week over at the Lincoln Center like this. My wardrobe stylist and I went, and he insisted that I don't wear Uggs or Timberlands, that I wear heels, because it's Fashion Week. So I'm like, okay, damn it. Walking like this, holding on to his arm like an old lady. Anyway, speaking of old ladies, Paula Deen is back on the scene. Well, sir, you don't have to clap if you don't feel it. You didn't clap for nothing. You are not happy about that. But you realize that the majority of the audience is happy that she's back on the scene. You do realize that, and that is fine. Listen, remember she lost her Food Network show and millions of dollars in endorsements because she used the N-word and talked about it. And well, now the Wall Street Journal is reporting that there is a company that's ready to invest between $75 and $100 million to rebuild the Paula Deen brand. Yeah, go. I know what you're thinking, but listen. This is how I rationalize this. She's a Southern white woman born in a time in history where, unfortunately, she doesn't understand that the rest of the world doesn't put up with that downgrading black people thing anymore. We don't put up with that. But I don't think it's so much that she's a racist as much as she's ignorant in her delivery. And what she says about black people needs to be kitchen table talk. Because we all, including me, have our kitchen table talk of all kinds of mess that we would never talk about in public. We all do. And unfortunately, in 2014, we forget celebrity scandals so quickly. Like Paula Deen, does that seem that happened 5 years ago? Weren't you angry in the beginning, but now you're like, ugh, I gotta get on and live my life. You know, I know I am. I'm not holding on to it. And she seems, I mean, I've watched her show before. She seems like a nice woman until the N-word, but then when she said that, I could see her saying that too, which is really weird because she's old and she's from the South, and there's certain ways, I guess, that some of you in the South who are older still feel like you're not enlightened. But she's got younger sons, so hopefully her sons and the young people in her life, and maybe Oprah, her friend, have enlightened her that if you do make this comeback, that if you look, Paula, if you make this comeback, let us write your speeches for you. You are no longer allowed to fly off the cuff. And I also must say, and I won't be mad at the Food Network or whoever takes her back. I mean, heck, I got a Smithfield ham hanging from the rafters in our basement right now, waiting for my birthday. You know, she was endorsing Smithfield ham, and they were one of the, you know, those salty hams from down south? They come wrapped in like a piece of heavy mesh, and they're strung with a string, and then you season them by hanging them someplace dark, like the basement, and then when you take them out, cut it, it's all salty and good, so salty that before you make it for your family, you gotta soak it overnight in a big tub. And then even after you soak it, it's still salty. And don't waste your time putting the pineapples on top of it and those black things. What do you call those black things? Cloves, don't bother. Smithfield ham is good right out of the bag, right off the thing. So, good luck, Paula Deen. We'll be watching and listening. Mm-hmm. I've got the winter blues so much. I was talking to my mom and dad last night, and they were saying, well, Wendy, that's my mom. Well, Wendy, you know, it is very important that you do your show and you be cheerful because it's winter and people aren't having it anymore. People are depressed. People are busy shoveling their driveways. People are in the hospital from falling on the ice. And your purpose on this earth, Wendy, is to make people smile. Remember, yeah, that's what I told you I was named from Peter Pan's, Wendy. My grandmother named me, and then she passed of colon cancer. So, yeah, I was like, Mommy, you're right. I'm gonna get in there tomorrow, I'm gonna have good hot topics and keep them smiling. And wait until you meet Brian, who's coming out later on. Boy, is he special, and he's ready for good conversation. Okay, look, moving on. The Biggest Loser winner, that sounds funny. The Biggest Loser winner, Rachel Fredrickson, who was supposed to be here last Monday, but we had another snowstorm and she was stuck in LA. I can't wait to meet her. Anyway, she admits that she was a little too enthusiastic about losing her weight. Well, in addition to working out 6 hours a day, she also told In Touch Weekly that she said for the weeks leading up to the finale, she frequented an infrared sauna that reportedly sped up your metabolism, allegedly, that speeds up your metabolism and burns calories. Grab a pencil and paper. I know what you're thinking. I'll say it one more time. Thanks for the tip, Rachel. An infrared, what did I say it was? An infrared sauna that reportedly speeds up your metabolism and burns calories. Right, thanks for the tip, girl. But seriously speaking, you can see she's lost too much weight. She's been getting criticized a lot, and now the show's been getting criticized. Critics are saying that the show needs to change, The Biggest Loser. They're saying that, they need to set a limit on how much weight contestants can lose and also slow down the weight loss and also provide long-term contestant support. Well, this is the first time in the history of the show that we've seen weight loss this drastic. I don't think that the rules of the show need to change. I don't think that there needs to be a limit on how much weight a person loses. If she was to the point where she was so skeletal and passing out, then yeah, that would be a reason. But mind you, she started at 200, 160, whatever's on the other side of her hair, pounds. And she's only 40 years old, and she's been living her life, being an obese girl. So now she's lost the weight, and she bought herself a new sparkly outfit. She'll gain some of the weight back. It's very difficult to keep off that much weight. I just hope that she doesn't continue obsessing over going to the gym 6 hours a week or 6 hours a day, 7 days a week. Because no guy's gonna wanna date you if he knows that. And I'll tell you why. Like I tell you, guys wanna, see us looking good and beautiful, but they don't wanna know our process. They don't wanna know about all of the extensions. They don't wanna know about all of the secret push-up bras. They don't wanna know about how many hours we spend in the gym or what we get done, at the dermatologist. Guys don't want to know that. They just wanna see you. So if you're dating right now, hun, just keep your guy from reading these magazines talking about you working out 6 hours a day. When you leave, don't tell him where you're going. Here's the interesting thing. I took a poll earlier today, and I'm shocked how many haters are on my staff. I was saying that I would date a guy who lost an inordinate amount of weight. Like, say you meet a guy, and he used to weigh 400 pounds, but it's been 3 years, and he's kept the weight off. I would date him. Well, all of a sudden, here go a lot of my people on the staff. Well, what about all the flab? Somebody who's that heavy has the propensity to gain it back. They wouldn't date, but I would. But to me, 3 is the magic number in anything. After 3 dates with a person, whether you want to delete all other guys from your phone, because this could be the one. After 3 weeks with a guy, if you haven't slept with him, it's time. As a grown woman, I'm not talking to children. And after, listen, no, I'm not finished. 3 is the magic number. No, come on. After 3 months, whether you want to break up with him or not. 3 months is a game changer. And after 3 years, especially, like I tell you, the first 3 years of marriage are the most difficult. The first 3 years of dating, if he hasn't asked you to marry him, then kick him to the curb. So for me, 3 is the magic number. What does that have to do with dating? Oh, yes. The person would have had to have had that obese amount of weight off for 3 years for me to understand that he's kind of got it under control and now we can date. By clapation, and we're a judgmental crew. Would you date somebody who used to be grossly obese? Because you'd be scared that they'd untuck and balloon back up? Yes. All right, well, just asking. Let's move on to Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is reportedly worth $190 million. But that doesn't mean that she owns a fancy home. Operative word is owns. She told Harper's Bazaar magazine that well, here's what she says. My home is a controversial topic. I don't exactly have one. I live all over the world. I keep a small rental in New York. It's like a tiny jewel box covered in rose gold mirrors with an oversized pink couch and an expensive vase and a white Maryland piano and a boudoir. People like Lady Gaga don't need to own. It's the rest of us. Don't we learn from our parents and in school that the American dream is to own a house, to watch your FICO score, keep your credit good, and we are led to believe that renting is for people who don't qualify to own. But that's not necessarily true in this country, especially for somebody like Lady Gaga. It's not a big deal to me that she rents all around the place and she doesn't own a home. But she probably owns like a giant $1 million yacht. Other things, in other words, that look good on your credit. I mean, there's more than one way to accumulate credit in the country. What has happened to Lady Gaga? I mean, no, she looks fine there. I just mean in terms of her public opinion. Is there another song out that's popular, or is Applaud, Applaud, Applaud? Is that the last song that she had out? About the last one? And that was off the last album that she had out? That was the only good song? Because the album was called I Pop, but the streets call it I Flop. So she's going through a transition. Yeah, she's going through a transition with her career. I don't know what she's going to do, but apparently it's not going to be buying a house. All right, listen, are you, are you fans of Braxton Family Values? I know. Well, in honor of the Winter Olympics, WeTV is airing Braxton Family Values gold medal moments. They're showing, no, this is good, look. They're showing the most memorable, hilarious, dramatic moments, and they're awarding the top 3 scenes the bronze, silver, and gold medal. And it's hosted by me. Yeah. So look. Make sure you're watching tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on WeTV for those gold medal moments. Listen, we have a terrific show for you. Gold medal Olympic skater Brian Boitano is here. Brian just returned from the Winter Olympics in Sochi, and he also recently made headlines for coming out. So how you doing, Brian? I look forward to meeting you. Plus, I'm going to be showing you more from my magical trip to Walt Disney World Resort, where I got to eat my way through Epcot. But up next, everybody, it's time for Celebrity Lookalikes. So don't miss it. It's time for Celebrity Lookalikes. All right, our first celeb lookalike comes from Milton J. He's watching our show on WTVT in St. Petersburg, Florida. Milton says his daughter's friends, Milton says his friend's daughter, Danielle, looks like Kelly Rowland. All right, let's take a look at the real Kelly Rowland. Now let's take a look at Danielle. Okay. She's pretty in her own way. Yeah, I guess. Like maybe third cousin of. It's good. They're both pretty girls. Okay, our next celebrity lookalike comes from Jason F., who watches The Wendy Show on KTTV in North Hollywood, California. Jason says he's constantly getting mistaken for Colin Farrell. Okay, let's see the real Colin Farrell. Now let's see Jason. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's scary. Wow. Good for you, Jason. Our next celebrity lookalike comes from Jen C., who watches The Wendy Show on WHO in Des Moines, Iowa. And Jen says that she thinks she looks like Katy Perry. All right. Well, here's the real Katy Perry. And here's Jen. Suzanne. Stop trying to encourage people to clap. Nobody but you. I don't think she looks like her. She's a pretty girl, but she's not, no. She's not, no. Girl, she tried it. All right, look, our final celebrity lookalike comes from Ebony G, who watches our show on WOTV in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Ebony thinks that her brother Giovanni looks like Rick Ross. Okay, so here's the real rapper Rick Ross. And let's take a look at Giovanni. Yeah. That's kind of an easy disguise though, because all you need is like the beard and the sunglasses and some weight on you. But that's good, Giovanni. Yes, you do pass. Shout out to the boss, Rick Ross. Everybody, if you or someone you know looks like a celebrity, you want to share the photos with us, go to wendyshow.com. Up next, we're going to meet Olympic figure skating legend Brian Boitano. Don't go far. Welcome back. Our first guest won an Olympic gold back in 1998, and instantly he became a pop culture icon. 26 years later, he's out of the closet and back in the news. Please welcome to our, give a hearty how you doing, and clap it up for our new friend, Brian Boitano.
So, come si fa? That's how you doing in Italian.
In Italian?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Come si fa? Yeah, I like that. That's good.
So, we have something in common.
What?
I'm in the Smithsonian now, and you're in the Smithsonian.
Yes.
They haven't actually put my stuff on display because they just accepted it last week.
Wow.
But I'm still floating off such an honor. Now, what do you have in there?
I have two things. I have a costume that's on a permanent sports traveling show, my costume from the Olympics that you saw in the picture. And then I have my skates in there that I wore in the Olympics, and they're right next to the ruby red slippers.
That's good real estate.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
What do you have? What do you have in there? What's going in for you?
My glittery microphone that I do Ask Wendy with, a wig, a pair of Louboutins, and a dress, and a diva fan, and a script from our 500th show, and a wig head, a pink wig head.
You got a lot of stuff.
Well, they asked,
That's so cool.
they wanted, I'm the first talk show host in there, and they wanted a nice display.
Yeah.
So I gave it to them. Yeah, you know, that only...
Well, it was so funny when they came to pick up the stuff because like my costume folds up into like this little thing, and they pulled up in front of the house with this huge truck that's refrigerated and like perfect, and there's a guard, and you have to sign a waiver, and you like give him this little teeny package, and he goes and brings it into this big huge truck that they're traveling around the nation collecting different items.
It's a really big deal.
It is.
So the Olympic champion, when you won in, what did I say, 1998? 1988?
It was 1988.
1988.
Yeah.
What was it like the second you stepped out of Olympic Village into the world?
Wow. Well, you go into the Olympic Village, after you win an Olympic, gold medal, you go into the Olympic Village one person and you come out a different person. It was really difficult because nobody knew who I was when I went in.
Yes.
And then, when you come out, people are saying hi to you, they know your name. They feel that they know you. So it's a large transition for people at a very young age.
Yeah.
I was 24 years old.
24.
So
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area in Sunnyvale, California.
Is it true that after you won your medal, your agent called you and gave you some troubling advice? And you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no,
Let's
I
talk.
did. Yeah, no. So, it was weird growing up in figure skating because all the guys that I competed against were straight. Everybody that I toured with was straight. Like I was like one of the only.
How do you know? Because you were in.
Because I know, because they had girlfriends and stuff like that. So I was always really quiet about who I was personally. And when after the Olympics, in fact, my my agent at the time said, you got to go on these talk shows and, say that you want to get married and stuff like that. I don't know if you're gay or not. I'm like, oh my God, how does he know that I'm gay? Because I was in this world of all these straight guys competing. I'm like, I'm serious. I was totally naive. I didn't even know that people thought that figure skaters might be gay.
Look. I hear some little quiet laughter from my co-host. Can we show the picture of him doing a full split?
Me?
Yes, you. A full split. Okay. So did you follow your agent's advice and go on talk shows?
You know what? I went on one show and then I fired him after that.
Yeah.
So I was like, forget it. It's like, you know.
Now, recently, you came out publicly in a really odd way. Like, you've been in the closet. You've been in the closet all these years. I guess to us, the population, but your family. People
No. I never thought I had to come out. I was never in or out. I was always open to my family and friends. Never ashamed of it.
Yeah.
But when I was appointed to the delegation, it was actually interesting. I was skating a show in France, and I was appointed to the presidential delegation for Sochi. And I asked them who else was on the delegation, and they said, we can't tell you. And so when the press release came out the next day and it said that there were 2 openly gay people on the delegation, and President Obama was sending a message of diversity and tolerance, I was like, I read that on my Twitter account. I clicked on there, and they mentioned that Billie Jean King and Caitlin Cahow were out, and they said also on the delegation is Brian Boitano. But President Obama is sending this message, and I was like, you know what?
Were you pissed?
Pissed?
Yeah, at the president? I mean, like...
Well, I wasn't pissed. I was like going, wow, this is... I'm at a crossroads in my life that I never thought I would be here.
Yeah.
I didn't ever think that I was gonna, you know, come out publicly or share that publicly.
Well, we grew up in a different time. You know?
did. We did.
But these days, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So, tell me about the conditions once you got to Sochi. Were you drinking that yellow water from the tap and sitting on those stupid toilets?
Do I look like a guy who would drink the yellow?
No.
If it was yellow water, I would not.
Yes.
No, the conditions in Sochi. Okay, first of all, I was with the presidential delegation, so we had really great, you know,
first-class
everything.
accommodations.
Yeah, it was like our hotel was good. I knew when I saw Matt Lauer in the hotel, I'm like, okay, this is going to be a good hotel. So I knew that we were going to be taken care of, and you know, we had great security and everything. But I do know a lot of friends that you know, had really bad accommodations, like cubicles with like beds and cots just set up. And they have to stay there for like 5 weeks doing this stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Poor things.
I know.
But if they win, isn't it worth it?
Yeah, and I mean, those weren't the athletes. Those were people that work in the media and stuff like that. Sometimes athlete villages, they're not good accommodations. I mean, sometimes we're in cubicles with literally
That's
cots.
what I've always heard.
It's really not the best thing.
So if you're a fan of South Park, then you know that South Park has celebrated Brian in What Would Brian Boitano Do? Where did you first hear that you were being celebrated on South Park?
Well, did you ever see the 5-minute video that was called The Spirit of Christmas, where I break up the fight between Jesus and Santa Claus? That's where South Park originated. It was like me breaking up this fight. It's really funny. It was the very first time South Park was seen. And then I had friends in studios in LA that said, there's this video going around, like a comic, and you know, you're in it, and I'm like, whatever, I didn't see it. And then they said, oh, there's a song about you coming up in a movie. And I'm like, uh-oh, I have to tell
you something, because I wasn't familiar with the song, but our son has a snow day, so he's in my office right now. And when I told him, you know, that you were coming on the show, he started singing the song. He's only 13, but he started singing the song.
It's my new demographic. It's like, you know.
Yeah. So also, Brian is a foodie like the rest of us.
Yeah.
And your new cookbook is called What Would Brian Boitano Make?
Yes.
I love it.
I
love that you're capitalizing on the what would.
Yeah, and that's, I had a food show on Cooking Channel that it's named after.
And our friend Gita did the foreword.
Yeah.
De Laurentiis, you know her.
Yeah. She's great. And so the cookbook's based on like the TV show that I had on Food Network and Cooking Channel. So it's been great.
Well, it's been great to meet you.
It's been great. Will you want to cook together sometime?
I would love that.
I would love it
too. You
too.
can come back and cook. This
Yeah.
is Brian Boitano, everybody. Absolutely a pleasure. Everybody, you make sure you pick up a copy of Brian's cookbook. It's What Would Brian Boitano Make? It's in stores now. Up next, time for Ask Wendy. Don't go far. We're back, and it's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Fine, thanks. How can I help?
Good. My name is Miosha. I'm from the Bronx. I'm 33 years old, and I'm currently seeing a guy who's 35 years old. He does have 2 children. I don't have any. Some of my friends say I shouldn't date a man with children. What do you think?
My rule is, this is my rule, and I still encourage girls, don't date a guy with children when you're in your 20s. By your 30th birthday, it's time to start dating, you know, all kinds of guys. And a guy, does he treat his kids well?
He treats his children well. He treats me well. And I only have about 2 eggs left, so I may as well.
Well, yeah, continue to date him as long as you like him, sure.
I do.
Thank you. Good
Thank you,
luck.
Wendy.
Everyone, up next, I am going to show you me eating my way through Epcot during my family vacation to Disney World. Don't go away. Recent Walt Disney vacation to Walt Disney World Resort, I got a chance to try some delicious cuisine at Epcot's World Showcase. Take a look. Finding your Disney side is about more than just great rides and great attractions. For me, it's about my food. And here at Epcot's World Showcase, they feature cuisine and culture from 11 different countries. I want to see how many I can get through. Let's go. Buongiorno! I need to do some tasting. I want cheese, I want wine, and I want pizza. Come on. So here I am inside of Via Napoli. Say how you doing to Chef Charlie Restivo.
How you doing?
I'm doing better now, Chef.
Can I prepare a pizza for you?
Yes, I like it thin, crisp. I want some anchovies, and I want a little everything. My mouth waters just at the thought of eating food. I need a rag for my tongue. So let's talk about pizza.
What makes our pizza so special? They're all hand tossed. We use our wood fire. Our flour is imported, and all our fresh toppings. Okay, so I'm gonna put your pizza in. You can have a seat, and I'll bring it over to you.
Okay.
Here you go, Wendy. Here's your pizza. Bon appetito.
Thank you, Chef.
With all your favorite ingredients.
Okay. Who eats pizza with a knife and fork? Perfect. Here I am at Tutto Gusto, and this is my new friend, Benito. I feel like I'm transported to Naples, Italy.
This is a unique place. It's actually the replica of a wine cellar in Italy.
I can't believe that I am in Epcot, here with you, while my son and his friend are running around the park, having kid fun. Now, you know, I've done a lot of things in my life, but I've never had a wine and cheese pairing.
It's just to pick the right wine with the flavors of the different cheeses. We're gonna start with the Gorgonzola from Italy.
Okay. And now, what's the best wine to drink with this?
We're going to have a white wine from Tuscany.
It's like a party in my mouth. Bonjour! That's French. And that's the Eiffel Tower over my shoulder. And this is a Grand Marnier slush, which you can get at a kiosk in the France Pavilion. Now, I hear that there's a shop over there that makes the most delicious homemade ice cream sandwiches. And against my better judgment, I'm going in. Chef Olivier. Oh my God. I love getting in touch with my Disney side. Au revoir. Au revoir. Here I am in the Mexican Pavilion. Inside, there are over 100 different types of tequila waiting for me, but I've got to pace myself. How you doing? Or, como esta? To the queen of all tequila, Hilda. Hi, Hilda.
Hello, how are you?
Very nice. And then this is Pepe, one of the most famous bartenders. I would like to have a shot of this $200 tequila for the 250th anniversary of Jose Cuervo. Smooth. So what are we gonna do with the avocado? Because I like avocado by itself, but I don't know about avocado in a drink.
Avocado margarita has special ingredients as fresh lime juice, agave nectar, orange liqueur, and tequila.
This is really good. So now what are we doing with the jalapeno peppers?
He's gonna muddle these ingredients because it's very fresh.
Muddle it. Como esta? It's got a kick. Well, you know, I better quit while I'm ahead. I've got to eat and drink my way through other countries. But this has been quite the experience. Thank you very much. And como esta, Hilda?
Muy bien.
And you too, Pepe.
Hasta la vista, señorita.
Olé. Okay. I know. You had no idea that you could have such adult fun in Disney. Well, now you can. So look, now's your chance to win a vacation and eat like I did, and the food was good during Wendy's magical Watch and Win sweepstakes. We're going to give away 5-day, 4-night trips to Disney, and this includes, this week's prize includes a signature dining experience at a top Walt Disney World restaurant. So keep watching the show for the word of the day, and then you log on to wendyshow.com to enter. Good luck. Yeah. And we'll be right back with our audience eye candy of the day. Don't go far. Hey, this is LaWanda Wells. She drove 10 hours in the snow from Richmond, Virginia, just to be here today. Thank you so much. And you are my audience eye candy of the day. Quickly, tell me about your sweater and your skirt and your shoes.
The sweater is from Nordstrom's by Halogen, $60. The bottom is from American Apparel, $50. And the shoes are Marco Santi from Nordstrom's.
And I love your bangs. They are
Thank
sitting.
you.
Here's your diva fan, LaWanda Wells. We'll be right back. Thanks, LaWanda. Did you have a good time? Well, my job is done. Tomorrow we've got our Hot Talk panel, plus a relationship edition of Ask Wendy. I love you for watching today. See you next time on Wendy. Bye!